Today we're talking about the garden. Now I am down to container gardens mostly. This is the watermelon and it's got some blooms on it. Looks like right there. I've got them all over this little watermelon. I really wanted to see some because it's an orange seeded watermelon. We have pumpkins. They're coming up nicely. I'm going to move some to another pot now that they're doing really well. We have our yellow bell tomatoes, or yellow pear tomatoes, I guess you would call them. And I saw quite a bit of little tomatoes, little green tomatoes on there, and a lot of blooms. So they're starting to come on. We had the little incident with the cow, so I lost all my big tomatoes. So this is what I have left, and I'm pretty sure I saw, there they are. There's some beautiful little tomatoes, and I can't wait to have those in salads. And if I get enough, then I will certainly can some for later use. And I'm just really excited there's actually tomatoes. So growing up, we always had these little tomatoes in the garden, and they were great for just popping in your mouth. And this little pot there, it looks like chard, but it's actually purple Vienna kohlrabi. And I do have some that are starting to bud out. There's one there, and the leaves are really pretty. I just love those tomatoes. And then we have a little bit of squash left. No, wait, this is the ginger. And my peppers are doing really well. I took about 10 of them off yesterday. So there's still a few banana peppers there. They're really pretty and they're doing real well. I have a couple little avocado trees that I planted, and there's my little pineapple. That's from the head off of a store-bought pineapple, and those avocados are from a store-bought. And these are my little cuttings for the elderberry that I've been collecting along the road. This is the black elderberry. And we have cantaloupes. There's a little bee. So we do have some bees, but we don't have many. So we're going to have to think about getting into bees to help with some of this pollination. Look, there's my little cantaloupe. So I do have some fruit on this cantaloupe. It's running along the chicken fence, and the kitties like to play in it too. Sometimes the chickens, they peck it from the other side and they eat the leaves. So I do think I saw another cantaloupe. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. There's the little cantaloupe. And I have a few little yellow squash. They got some powdery mildew on them, but they're about done for the season. I've pulled all the others up and fed them to the animals. So they did not go to waste, but I have a couple of blooms left. Now the loofah, this is really beautiful. And I'm waiting for blooms. It's the leaves. Some of the leaves are enormous. And they remind me the leaves of an elephant plant. Elephant ears, I believe it's called. I had them at my other house, but I have not got any here. But these are on an old trellis. And I mean, they are just, the leaves are fantastic. These are the ones that I planted in the milk crates. And look at the size of the leaves of those. I mean, they're really pretty and healthy looking. And there's a way larger than my hand. So I'm looking for blooms this morning, and I've got a lot. Oh, there's one. So we do have some blooms. That's good. The last bloom that I saw was low, and the ducks ate it. So I'm fighting the ducks and the chickens now, and before I was fighting the cows. And there's another bloom. So we are starting to get some blooms. I did give it some food last week, and so I want to give it plenty of food. Our crepe myrtle is finally blooming, and as you remember early in the year, we cut it down mostly and We did a massacre. They call it
Here
Crepe Myrtle here.
is I have some green berries. So we have a flower, and that flower is on a pretty good sized bush. There's a little bit of berries right there. Right there. And we have some berries right here. We have berries here. I was almost giving up. And we have some more berries down here. Quite a few on this one bush. And we have a really tall bush here. And we have some berries here. I almost started cutting and making some canes, and my friend Kathy said, don't cut them yet, just wait, give them time. Because they are a little bit slower start, but they were just planted this year. Look at that. They are really pretty. I think they're going to be nice and big berries. And here's another one. So we might get enough to make some jam off of mine. So this is my blueberry patch. My black elderberry patch. Not my blueberries. Black elderberry. These are my blueberries here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just have a couple of blueberries left. I have been picking them. The birds did not get them because I put this net on them. And these are, in this bed is the Georgia Giant blueberries. And they were big and delicious. There's three different species. These are the Georgia Giant. I fell. Okay, we're good. I tripped in this netting right here. I did not realize it was out of the bed. So I stumped my toe. Fix that. So I don't do that again with my big clunky feet. Okay, the bird netting is back on. So, and here are my Celeste figs. We had frost damage in the very early spring, so we lost ground there. We never got any figs, but the plants look really healthy, so we'll have hope for next year. Morning. This is the morning garden tour, and I just wanted you to see this. My elderberries have finally bloomed. Aren't they pretty? They are starting to put little buds on right there. And my whole patch, if you take a look at this, so this is Linda with 6 Acres Farm and Rescue, and we are in the orchard. This will be our garden tour for this morning. I don't have any figs yet. Over at the house, I have one fig on a little plant that was gifted to me by my neighbor, Mr. Willie, last year. But as you can see, my elderberry patch is doing really well. I'm proud of that. So hopefully next year, all the extra roots that I'm trying to root will be ready. So, if y'all like this, give us a thumbs up and share. Subscribe if you haven't. We love to have you come and visit. See ya. Bye.
And this is my elderberry haul for the day. After I did my garden tour, I got on the road. I had some errands to run, and oh my goodness, I couldn't pass these up because they were ready. They're just about ready to fall off. So this is my morning elderberry haul. Quite a few berries for the morning. And I stuck them in the freezer. Look, they're just as black and pretty. So most of them are ready to get off of there. So that is my morning elderberry haul along with my garden tour. This is a bonus for me today because I didn't expect to get any.